And oops. And welcome to Mustang Arena, home of the Wekiva Mustangs. This is the 2021 Metro West Conference Championship Tournament. I'm Neil Fisher, bringing you the call on today's game. We are currently, Windermere has broken out to a 4-0 lead. Did you hear any of that? Okay. Okay. Okay, so I guess we're good to go. Right. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, how do you, what do I need to click on before title editor? Uh, home graphics. Okay. What input do I click on? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. Title editor. Okay. So just girls basketball. What? Why is this? What the hell is? There's a 4 on this. What? In the box, in the title editor, there's a 4, and every time I hit G, it goes to this damn countdown box. And the 4 won't. Oh. Oh, okay. Uh, game info. Oh, okay. Girls basketball Metro West. Metro. Okay. So, I'm sorry, what's that? Okay. So I have the title editor on. Do I just click Xset? Okay. And then click the matchup. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay. I'm sorry, use the what? Okay, what graph? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Right. Okay. What's that? Okay. Hold. Okay. Okay, thank you. And welcome to Mustang Arena again. This is the 2021 Metro West Conference Tournament Championship. I'm Neil Fisher bringing you the call today. This is for 7th place. And thank you for being patient and bearing with us as we had some technical difficulty at the start of this game. 1:39 remaining. Windermere with a 12-8 lead. They are the visitors down low. No dice. And pulling down that rebound is Dubois. Evans, the Trojans will come up the other way, looking to cut into that lead from the left block. Again, no dice, trying to go bank. Windermere coming the other way. That's Akita. Hands off to Childers. Too long. Come back the other way. Evans, 12-8. Windermere with the lead. And the scoop and the shot. And that cuts the lead to 12-10. Under a minute now. Windermere with possession. They're in the blue jerseys. Evans in the white jersey. The baseline drive. The stop pop. And no drop, but the foul. And so Kylie Morris at the line, no good. Foul on number 12, Deja Jones. That's the team's first. Are you doing this? Or? So both free throws are good. And that ups the lead to 13-10 for Windermere. Evans going low. Back up high. That's Kamara back up to the top to Childs. Too long. Clinks off the rim. And Windermere will have one last opportunity to further extend the lead. Number 21, Akita, brings it up off the left. And Drain the Rain for Childers. Come back the other way, 15 seconds remaining. Evans looking to cut that low. Off the board, that's Dubois. She'll draw the foul. Foul on number 3, Mila Childers. The fourth team foul. Dubois at the line. First free throw good. Looking to cut that lead, and she does. 16-12. 9 seconds remaining. Windermere with one last opportunity to get that ball up quick. Again, that's Childers from her favorite spot. No dice. Clicks off the rim, and the rebound pulled down by Dubois. And that takes us to the end of the first quarter. Windermere holding a 16-12 lead in the 7th place game of the 2021 Metro West Conference Championship Tournament. And welcome back to Mustang Arena in the 2021 Metro West Conference Championship Tournament. I'm Neil Fisher. Thank you for joining us on this Monday before Thanksgiving. Windermere, the visitors, breaking out to a 16-12 lead over the Evans Trojans. This is for 7th place, the first of 4 games tonight. And Windermere with possession of the ball to begin the second period in the blue jerseys, or traditional road jerseys. And we're going to go down low to Frost, the center. Ball out of bounds. Possession will remain with Windermere. Up to the top. Stop, pop in. Drain the Rain for Childers. And that makes it 18-12 now. An interception. Frost stepping in front. Scramble at midcourt. Windermere picks it up, and they'll go back to work. Boubier all the way to Childers. And she can't connect. And out of bounds. Possession will go back to Evans, trailing 18-12. We just started the second period. This is for 7th place, the Metro West Conference Championship Tournament. This is Childs at the top of the key. Tipped. Brought down over to Dubois. Short. And so Morris will bring the ball up for Windermere, the Wolverines, working that right sideline. Now over to the left. Down low to Childers, who's going to launch again. Clanks off the rim, but doing Windex work. Kylie Morris with the second chance points. So Childs brings the ball up. Down the right, the spin by James. Nothing doing there. She gives it back to Childs. Down low, Dubois. And it'll come back out to Childs. From the left. Clanks off the left side of the rim, and more Windex work being done by Windermere. They'll bring it up with a 20-12 lead. 6:40 remaining in the first half. Handoff to Aikida. And back and forth, turnover. Possession back to Evans. So Dubois Oh, inbounded to Childs. Evans trailing 20-12, 6.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Live from Mustang Arena. Evans looking to cut into that lead. This is Dubois with the spin move. Not seeing her carry the ball, you playing point as much as we did in the last game against West Orange. Evans running into trouble, hounded on defense. Now the handoff going down low, and the foul drawn. Foul on Mila Childers. The 15th foul. So at the line. Several dribbles now. Kind of a hop step there for Kamara. That she gets one of two. That cuts the lead to 20-13, 6 minutes remaining. This is Moore trying to go low, slapped away by Dubois. And a hand by Windermere, and now picked up by Akita, and she draws the foul down on that left corner. Actually, it was just an out of bounds. Possession will remain with Windermere. Morris looking to inbound the ball. Over to Moore. Back to Boubiad. Down low, the spin, and off the Windex. So that ups the lead to 22-13. Dubois will set up here on the right wing, going with a high pass down the post. Over to the baseline, clinks off the front of their rim in the right place, right time Moore. She's going to lead a somewhat tepid fast break. Moore with the board. 24-13, 5 minutes remaining. Windermere with that lead. They have led throughout. Dubois top of the key. Now she's starting to play some of that point like she did Tuesday night. And the finger roll for Dubois. 24-15, lead cut into. Windermere comes right on back. The C opens, and the deuce. Boubiad with the deuce. Who called the timeout? Timeout called by Evans. So Coach Bellamy needs to talk to her players, not liking what she's seeing, and she calls that timeout with a 26-15 lead when we return. And welcome back to Mustang Arena, home of the 2021 Metro West Conference Championship Tournament. Neil Fisher on the call. Evans trailing with possession of the ball, though, 26-15. Windermere in the blue. This is for 7th place. Evans just came out of a timeout. This is Dubois cutting the lane. And off the board for Dubois. So Windermere bringing the ball up. That's Boubiad. Going to the floor, trying to make the pass. Ball going back and forth. And a timeout. 30-second timeout called by Windermere. So both coaches going to the timeout, seeing something they don't like on the court. And right now, with 4:19 remaining, Windermere holding a 26-17 lead in this battle for 7th place in the Metro Conference West Championship Tournament. Mustang Arena, the site, 26-17 lead. Windermere with possession over Evans. 4:18 remaining in the 7th place game. Windermere, Coach Caffrey just calling a timeout. The ball down low. That's Riley, unable to get the deuce. Some strong Windex work from Frost, but she can't get that second rebound. And another timeout called by Bellamy. Full timeout called by Evans. Windermere 26, Evans 17, 4 minutes, 1 second remaining in the first half. The 7th place game of the 2021 Metro West Conference Championship Tournament. Neil Fisher on the call. Evans with possession. This is Dubois at the top of the key. Into Camara. And a foul on Windermere. Leah Moore called for the foul, 6 on the team. So Dubois passes it out, quick pass down to Childs. And we're going to get the tray from Camara, clinks off that left side, and doing the Windex is Riley. Hands it off to Aikita. Now she tries to get that ball down to the right corner, and too long for Woods. And Evans an opportunity again to cut into this 9-point lead. Windermere has led throughout. They took the lead on their second possession, leading by as much as 6, scoring 6 consecutive points. So Childs down low. Evans down low to Childs again. This is Camara going for that layup and pulling down the rebound. Frost, the long outlet, coming back the other way. And now being hounded by Camara. And ball will remain with Evans. And now I see Coach Bellamy jumping up and lauding her team on. So I think that's the first time that Evans has really shown some defensive intensity in terms of being able to move quickly to the ball. Slapped away, but picked up by Riley, who draws the foul. Foul on Deja Jones, team's second. So at the line, Nyla Riley. She'll go to work here, trying to further extend that lead. Success on the first one. Evans scored the first basket of this game, and then 6 consecutive by Windermere, and they have led since then, building on that lead. Air ball on the second one. 1 of 2, but that does extend the lead now up to double digits, 27-17. 3 minutes exactly remaining in the 7th place game as Childs brings the ball up. Evans losing to West Orange on Thursday night to set up this ball game. This is Camara driving that lane, and the floating layup, no dice, rolls off. Ball bounces loose. Bouncing back to Boubiad. And she will cross midcourt, taking the ball up herself. The pass to Aikita, back to Boubiad. And a stumble, some trouble holding on to that ball. Good defense, though, by Evans. Evans has certainly picked up that defensive intensity the last couple of possessions. So the inbound pass will be coming off from Bubiad. She goes to the top of the key. Childers picks it up there. Out to Riley, back to Bubiad. Riley, a two-man game from the right wing. Snuff, too short. The rebound by Frost. And Windermere will reset. I hear Coach Caffrey yelling the instructions to reset it. Caffrey coming to the right. This is Riley. Riley drains the rain. And that ups the lead to 29-17, under 2 minutes before halftime. Back over to Childs. Picks up that loose ball. Dubois taking it on the angle. And she slides through the middle, gets her own rebound. Back out to Camara. Whoa, way high, too long, but Childers. And she snags the rebound and draws the foul. Foul on Kylie Morris, 7th on the team in the bonus. So Windermere will be in the bonus for the last 95 seconds. That's a minute 35. They have a 29-17 lead. Childs at the line looking to cut into that lead. And it is single bonus, so you need to make the first to get the second. Childs unable to connect, and so Windermere dodges another proverbial bullet. Number of points left on the table by Evans in this first half, and the traveling possession, Evans. So Childs receives the inbound pass. She'll bring it up. 1:15 remaining. She's being hounded by Aikida. And now over on the left side. Ball goes out of bounds. It will remain with Evans, though. So Camara looking to inbound. Stepped in front like a defensive back. Frost. And Windermere comes up the other way. This is Riley. Over to Childers, inside to Morris with the spin. No dice as the ball's intercepted. Fast break, transition the other way for Childs. Kiss the glass for Childs in the deuce. 29-19, lead back down to 10. Under a minute now. Riley trying to split that team, gives it up to Frost. Too hard off the board. Dubois doing Windex work and now being hounded by Morris, who now lets up. 30 seconds remaining. Evans trying to get a couple baskets before halftime. Won't happen. Ran into the tree there. That was Childs. Come back the other way. Frost unable to hold on to that ball. And possession will remain with Windermere. Possession remains with Windermere. 23 seconds remaining. Windermere with a 29-19 lead over Evans. Windermere scoring 6 consecutive points to go up 6-2. Long pass over to Riley. Does not get there. Camara stepping in front like a defensive back. And does she go coast to coast? No. Clinks off the rim. Pulling out the Windex is Bubiad. And one last opportunity for Windermere to extend that lead past 10. They're not going to be able to get it up. Full court man to man. One last shot. 2 seconds. And no. The basket unable to get the shot off. And that takes us to the end of the second quarter. Windermere holding a 29-19 lead in the battle for 7th place. This is the 2021 Metro West Conference Championship Tournament. And welcome back to Mustang Arena. Evans starts the second half with possession. Neil Fisher with the call for the 2021 Metro West Conference Championship Tournament. Evans launches down 29-19. That's Nadia James attempting the tray. So the foul. Foul on Aaliyah Moore, her third, the team's first. So Jones at the line with an opportunity to cut into that Windermere lead, which they have held from the beginning. No dice, clinks off the rim. Battle, and doing the Windex work is Dubois. Shoves it out to Camara, over along the baseline. The leaning jumper from Jones. Dubois, though, pulling out the Windex. Floating for deuce, Dubois. And that cuts the lead to 29-23. The closest Evans has been since about 3 minutes into this ball game. And no basket. So Windermere's defense coming up big here at the start of the second half. They cut a 10-point lead into 6, only 45 seconds in, 29-23. Windermere scoring 6 in a row to take a 6-2 lead. They've led ever since then. This is Dumere going for the angle, slides off the rim, out of bounds. Possession will remain with Evans as we get underway here in the second half. This is for 7th place in the 2021 Metro West Conference Championship Tournament. So pass out to Jones, sets the play in motion. Over to James. Dubois, the leaner, no dice. Clink, slides off that rim, and Windermere comes back the other way. Well, a minute into the second half, looking to re-extend that lead, find some momentum. Nothing doing this time. Air ball, running down that loose ball. Morris over to Childers, drains the rain. And that re-ups the lead to 32-23. This is Childs over to James, being hounded on the defense. Good defense. Ball will remain with Evans, but that does slow down the play. It takes your team out of rhythm when that ball goes out of bounds. So one of the factors in that first half as the ball goes into Moses, and the quick steal, the quick hands, and now some full court man-to-man. James providing it on Riley. So fouls, 7 fouls. Windermere got into the bonus, which is not that unusual. Nothing really bad there, negative. The give and go to Riley, can't get to go. Windex work, a second consecutive offensive rebound, stripped by Childs, and she draws the foul. Some quick action underneath that board. Foul on number 23, Rita Buabed. So down low to Evans. The drive by Camara, that's short. Some good defensive work by Childers. And we come back the other way with Riley bringing the ball up to Bubied. Over to Bubied. No, clinks off the front of the rim. And Dubois snagging that ball. 5 minutes, approaching 5 minutes left in the third quarter. 32-23 lead by Windermere. The long range, no, rims in and out, and snagging that ball. Going up high, Sky and Kylie Morris come back the other way. Excuse me, that was actually Evans with the rebound. Yeah, Windermere. So 5:04 remaining, 32-23. Windermere scoring 6 in a row to take a 6-2 lead. They have led since then. We're now under 5 minutes as Childs goes right, left, and now sets up on the left side. Over to Camara. Drops that ball low to Moses. Back to Childs. Short. And a foul as well. Foul on number 12, Deja Jones, her third, the team's second. So we come back the other way. Windermere with the 9-point lead, trying to go transition, and a little too high for Morris. So again, talking about the fouls, only 7 fouls on Windermere, which is not that unusual, not really surprising. What was surprising is that Evans only committed 2, so they're in very good shape for fouls. So far, only 3 combined here in the second half as we go 4.5 remaining. And this is Moses. Score the deuce for Moses off the bank. Come back the other way with Morris bringing that ball up. She'll take it low. Gives it back out to Riley. Now resets the offense. 4:12 in the third quarter. Gets the ball back. Riley having trouble holding it. Tries to slide it out to her teammate, Morris. And instead a travel. Traveling possession Windermere. So Evans did get the turnover, but then traveled. Long range, the tray. Childers, no rain. Come back the other way. This is Childs, who draws the foul on the slash and dash drive. Foul on number 23, Rita Boubied. Third team foul on Windermere. So second free throw goes down. That cuts the lead to 32-25, just under 4 minutes in the third quarter. There's a battle for 7th place. Windermere with possession ahead of Evans. From the right wing, Boubied drives that lane, scores the angle. Kiss the glass for Boubied. 34-26, re-extends that lead back to 8. Evans has kept that score close. They've never been down by more than 12. They fell behind early, 6-2. The pass inside to Jones, trying to get that up and down move and can't get the ball to roll in. The Windex work by Windermere. We come back the other way, the Wolverines. Riley having trouble, hounded by Dubois. She gets it out to Morris. And swiped by Childs. And can Childs, the steal, and coast to coast for Childs. So that cuts the lead to 34-28, and Coach Caffrey wants to talk about what her players are doing. She calls a full timeout. 3 minutes remaining, 34-28. Windermere in the lead. Windermere with a 34-28 lead over Evans. This is the 7th place game for the 2021 Metro West Girls Basketball Championship Tournament. Windermere just called a timeout, a 12-point lead cut to 6 by Evans. And possession with Windermere. 3 minutes exactly remaining. So Windermere is in this game as the ball will remain. Possession remains with Windermere. Some strong defense from Dubois getting a hand on that ball. Windermere took a victory over Lake Buena Vista and then lost to Apopka. And that's how they wound up in this 7th place game as they go to inbound the ball to Morris, hands back to Riley, and she brings that ball up. Quick transition back to Boubied, and she is bumped by Childs. Foul on Taisha Childs, her first, the team's second. So ball inbounded to Windermere with a 6-point lead. They took a 6-2 lead early. They have led between 6 and 12 the rest of the way as Riley tries to go among the big trees. And not only will the ball not drop for her, she didn't even catch the rim, but ball goes out of bounds. Evans will take possession. Dubois passing in, 2:40 remaining. So Evans wound up here in the 7th place game after losing to West Orange and then defeating Ocoee. So Evans 1-1 on the season. Both these teams 1-1. Score the deuce for James Jones. That's actually Jones scoring, and now the steal, but out of bounds. Possession to Windermere. So the lead now down to 34-30, a 6-0 run for Evans. They've been down by as many as 12. They were down by 10 when this run began about a minute and a half ago. 2:13 remaining. This is for 7th place in the Metro West Conference Championship Tournament. And Evans continues to go full court, man-to-man. Riley brings it up, gets the ball down on the block, but loses it. Ball swiped, and will have a held ball. Held ball, possession, Windermere. So Morris will inbound the ball on the right sideline, just to the right of our station. Neil Fisher on the call. Thank you for joining us on this Monday afternoon. The quick pass into Childers, who floats the deuce in. Just under 2 minutes, 36-30. Windermere back up by 6. Dubois holds the ball extended left. Over to Childs, who launches and drains the rain for Childs. And that cuts the lead to 3, 36-33, the closest that Windermere has been. This has been Evans' quarter. They cut a 12-point lead all the way down to 3. Can they close out as strong as they started? And foul on Kaylin Moses, her first, the team's third. So Evans continues to be in good shape for the fouls. They only have 3 in this half. They committed only 2 in the first half, but that's now going to increase on the inbound. Foul on Kaylin Moses, her second, the team's fourth. 1:28 remaining in the third quarter. The pass out to Childers. She brings it up top. Having some trouble, now retrieves it, and she'll reset. Hounded by Camaro, comes up out of the pack. This is Childs on defense against Morris. And a third consecutive foul, about 20 seconds. Foul on Taisha Childs, her second, the team's fifth. So in about 30 seconds, Evans has gone from 2 to 5 fouls, and now you have to start to consider bonuses as part of your tactics. 1:10 remaining. That's Boubied, as she draws a fourth foul now from Evans. Foul on Daisha Jones, her fourth, the team's sixth. So now you're starting getting some trouble, but on the other end, Jones, at least for the time being, comes up with a play. And she draws the foul, trying to go coast to coast, taking it herself. Personal foul on 24, Ryan Woods, her first, the team's fourth. So the first free throw does not drop. An opportunity to cut that lead even further. A 10-point lead at halftime has been cut down to 3 by Evans. In this third quarter, a very strong quarter for Evans, coming out with the full court man-to-man and forcing a number of turnovers, easy transition, but they leave a couple of points on the board, missing 2 free throws with 57 seconds remaining, and that certainly are points that you want to make up there, keep that momentum rolling. Possession remains with Windermere. So Windermere will not get the ball in bounds. Stolen by Moses. The quick pass to Camara, back to Childs, who drops it off to Harper, and a little too much fanciness. Possession, Windermere. 50 seconds remaining. That's the case where Evans outthought the room, trying to make that pass on an angle when it would have been smarter just to go back to the top of the key. Boubiad takes the over-the-top pass and kisses the board. The deuce for Boubiad. 38-33. Windermere needed those points. Stem off what's been a very strong run for Evans. Meanwhile, trying to float the lay in, that's Camara, but doing the Windex work, right place, right time. Dubois, finger roll for Dubois, the deuce. 20 seconds remaining, lead back down to 3. Windermere needing some points heading into the fourth quarter. 15 seconds now, Boubiad being hounded by Harper, stolen by Childs, swipe, 10 seconds, and she is taken down at midcourt and will go to the free throw line. No, actually, excuse me, it's a non-shooting foul. Foul committed by Moore, her fourth. And 5 seconds as Dubois sets and drops, clanks off the heel, and pulling down the rebound is Morris. And that will take us to the end of the third quarter in this 7th place game for the Metro West Girls Basketball Championship Tournament. Windermere 38, Evans 35. And welcome back to Mustang Arena, home of the Wekiva Mustangs and the 2021 Metro West Girls Basketball Championship Tournament. This is the 7th place game. Windermere scored 6 consecutive points to take a 6-2 lead. They have led since then. They went into halftime 29-19. That 10-point lead was cut all the way down to 3 points. A couple of 6-0 runs by Evans. And that leaves us at 38-35 heading into the fourth quarter. We do have a stoppage right now. The refs are conferring with the official scorekeepers about the score. And taking a look at the fouls, a couple of players, one for each side with 4 fouls. Deja Jones, number 12 for Evans, and Rita Boubiad with 4 as well for Windermere. So stick around. You will have to go to a different YouTube channel, but we do have 3 more games after this one. Following us at 3:30, the 9th-seeded Ocoee Knights will take on the 7th-seeded Olympia Titans. And then the 4th-seeded West Orange Warriors will take on the 2nd-seeded Dr. Phillips. And then the championship will be Apopka versus Wekiva, an intra-Apopka City battle, as Evans has possession and immediately commits a foul and a turnover. The score remains 38-35. That's her. Hey, Tommy, that's her fifth. That's her fifth. That's Jones's fifth. That's Jones's fifth. It's Evans, right? That should be her fifth. So the foul that you just saw was committed on Deja Jones. Personal foul, number 12, Deja Jones. She retires for the game, the team's 7th. .753 remaining. Deja Jones, as you just heard, fouls out. And Windermere will take over possession, holding a precarious three-point lead. Personal foul on Camara, her first, the team's 8th. So at the line, unable to get the free throw. But Windex work, pulling out that Windex bottle, is more. And that is ruled a held ball. Possession arrow, Windermere. So Windermere continues to hold that precarious three-point lead as we enter the 4th quarter, 38-35. Both these teams 1-1 in this tournament as the possession as the turnover. Possession with Evans. I'm Neil Fisher. Thank you for joining us on this Monday before Thanksgiving, the first of 4 games today. We will determine every position from 8th on when this day is over. Dubois, left wing extended, drives down low, hands off to Camara. Over to Childs. She goes on the right side, works that baseline. The floater catches air, no rim. Dubois with the rebound, the score, and +1. Personal foul on Aaliyah Moore, her 4th, the team's 6th. So now 2 players with 4 fouls for Windermere, 7:18 remaining. The lead has now been cut to 38-37. It will remain that way. Dubois unable to connect. Pulling down the rebound, Childers. She brings it up, gives it up to Boubiad. And now we come back the other way. Evans, an opportunity to take the lead off the turnover and the transition. Off the board. Score the deuce, +1. Personal foul on number 23, Rita Bouabed. That's her 5th. She will retire from the game, the team's 7th. So now 2 players have fouled out, 1 on each side. That's Camara, who went Windex and kissed the board for the deuce. And Evans, trailing by 10 at halftime, now has a 40-38 lead. And the steal, another opportunity to extend that lead. Childs bakes in the deuce. Windermere calls a 30-second timeout. Evans 42, Windermere 38. So a lot has gone on in that third quarter. Windermere taking a 29-19 lead into halftime, but they came out strong in that third quarter. Man-to-man defense, the story, committing turnovers and easy transition opportunities. And they have outscored Windermere, that's Evans, by a 23-11 count since halftime. So this is the first of 4 games taking place at Mustang Arena for the Metro West Girls Basketball Championship Tournament. Stick around. You do have to change the YouTube channel, but all 4 games will be broadcasted via YouTube and the National Federation for High School. Windermere in the meantime. Windermere keeps possession. Pass in to Frost, who's going to keep it herself. Kiss the deuce for 2. And we come back the other way, 6.5, 42-40. Evans has surged into the lead after trailing at halftime. To the lane. Childs to the rack for the deuce. And that re-extends the lead to 44. Evans maintains that man-to-man full court defense. This time Windermere breaks it without any problems. Down low to Frost, who spins. Makes the withdrawal for Frost. 44-42, and the action is getting good here at Mustang Arena. 5:45 remaining, a 2-point lead for Evans, the home team, seeded 5th against Windermere, the 7th seed. Windermere, the 6th seed. This is for 7th place. Childs takes the pass, lopes in, and floats the deuce for Childs. Man-to-man court defense. Frost takes the inbound pass, passes it off to Childers, who clanks it off the rim. Windex work, but Frost can't get the withdrawal. And the foul drawn. Foul on Kaylin Moses, her 3rd, the team's 9th. And that will send Annie Frost to the line, the 6'inch center. And so Evans, as we mentioned, was trailing by 10 at halftime, the first end of the free throws. No dice. But they have tired out here, trying to not only get back, cut into that lead, but take the lead. And that's probably, that turnover was at least partially caused by that fatigue. Possession, Windermere. 5:12 remaining. Evans still with the 46-42 lead, and I bring up the fatigue by Evans because Coach Bellamy was yelling out to her players to suck it up. We don't have the option. They don't have a very deep bench. And in the meantime, second chance points by Windermere. Cuts the lead to 46-44. Dubois, extended left. She sets up the play, takes a couple seconds, lets her team settle down, get a couple of breath. Now Riley into the lane, slashes off that rim, but pulling down the rebound, getting a hand in. That was James. Ball comes loose at the other end. Riley can't get the right angle. No withdrawal. The steal, still no withdrawal. Riley again, 3 consecutive offensive rebounds and a held ball. Held ball, possession arrow, Evans. 4:21 remaining. Evans maintaining that precarious 46-44 lead. Evans has not only erased a 10-point lead, but they have gone into a lead of their own, albeit a deuce. Dubois, who's now starting to take over the point guard role more and more as this game goes on. It's been a dramatic and exciting action in the second half. Childs unable to get that, kissed the glass and catch rim. She kissed the glass but was unable to catch rim. And on the rebound, the foul. Personal foul on number 22, Camara, her second, the team's 10th. So 4:02 remaining, and Windermere in double bonus the rest of the way. Evans is in single bonus, so we will be seeing free throws for the last 242 seconds. Meanwhile, at the other end, Morris sinks the first of the two free throws, an opportunity to tie this game up at 46 all. Neil Fisher bringing you the call on the Monday afternoon. Thank you for joining us for the 7th place game. Second free throw from Morris does not catch the rim, does not find the mark. Dubois pulling out the Windex, and she'll bring it up herself. Going left, hounded by Moore, drops it into Moses. Out of bounds. Possession remains with Evans. So Evans holding a precarious 46-45 lead. However, they were trailing by 10 at half. So if you're Evans, you certainly got to feel good about your position. This is Childs. She's hounded by Aikida. Over to Dubois. Dubois will pull the ball out, reset the offense as we drop under 3.5. 46-45 lead for Evans. Both of these coaches, Bellamy and Caffrey, barking out instructions. Their animation level is certainly picked up as the baseline drive slides over the rim, and doing the Windex work is Childers. Frost at the top of the key goes low to Riley, who in and out. Well, that ball looked like it was going to drop, and at the last second, bounded out. Dubois showing her Windex skills up to Moses, top of the key, and a wild shot. Obviously, Moses is not set. Possession, Windermere. 2:56 remaining. Windermere trailing by a single point. The spin, the slow move to the basket, the drive. Frost with the rebound, and she draws the foul. Foul on number 24, Dubois, her first, the team's 11th. So the fouls continue. Both teams in the bonus. Evans and Windermere in double bonus. Windermere in single bonus. And both free throws connected from Frost. And that gives Windermere the lead at 47-46. They had the lead at halftime, lost it with 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter, or in this quarter, 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And now they regain it. Clanks off the rim. The tray attempted from Camara. Doing the Windex work was Morris. And drawing the foul, Moore. That was two. Tom, two. Personal foul, number 2, Nadia James, her first. Double bonus. So Moore at the line. Windermere just retook the lead and an opportunity to get that lead up to 3. First free throw, no good. So the best Windermere can do now is a 2-point lead. After this game, the 9th-seeded Ocoee Knights will take on the 7th-seeded Olympia Titans. Second free throw, no good. Doing Windex work. Windex work in the floater from Morris. And that gives Windermere a 49-46 lead, 2:15 remaining. Dubois spin. The finger roll from Dubois. Full timeout called by Windermere. So 2:12 remaining. Windermere with a 49-48 lead. We'll be back for the exciting conclusion of this 7th place game in the 2021 Metro West Girls Basketball Championship Tournament. Welcome back to Mustang Arena, home of the 2021 Metro West Girls Basketball Tournament. This is the 7th place game. The Windermere Wolverines have surged back into the lead. They hold a 49-48 lead over the Evans Trojan. Windermere the 6th seed, Evans the 5th seed. This has been a back-and-forth game over the last couple of minutes. Evans trailing 29-19 at halftime. They put together a strong third quarter, scoring a 23-11 lead, and took the lead 3 minutes into this fourth quarter. Windermere scoring 5 consecutive to go back into the lead. 2:12 remaining. Windermere with possession. Windermere possession. So full court, man-to-man. That has been the catalyst for Evans cutting into this lead and knocking down that 10-point lead. This is Akita. Comes to the top of the key. No one guarding her. Left open. Rims in and out, but doing Windex work is Morris. Handoff to Akita. Floats in the deuce. 51-48, 1:45 remaining. Windermere with the lead. Dubois for Evans. Being hounded by Morris. Over to Child. She takes the pass, drops the ball off into the corner to James. James comes up extended right, 1.5 remain, down to Childs. Drives the baseline, gets the shot off, but hits the board. And possession will remain with Evans. Possession remains with Evans. 1:27 remaining. Neil Fisher, thank you for joining us today. 4 more games today, all will be broadcasted. This is Camara. That's James. Sinks the deuce. 51-50 now. Windermere. 1:15 remaining. Morris over to Akita. Ball slapped away, but Morris jumps in front. Moore jumps in front. Over to Akita. Calls out the play. Hounded by James. 1 minute remaining. Windermere with possession and a 1-point lead. As James guarding Morris. Now Akita. Akita. And a whistle. Personal foul on Camara, her third. Double bonus for Windermere. So opportunity for Windermere to extend that 1-point lead. And Akita sinks the first. That leads it to 52-50. A very dramatic and exciting game over the last 10 minutes or so. Unable to get the second. Doing Windex work is Morris. Akita, right place, right time. But Childs, right place, right time for Evans. We come back. She shakes off 3 defenders. Goes into the lane. Windermere gets a hand twice. The second is a held ball. Held ball. Possession arrow, Windermere. 37 seconds remaining, and defense is carrying Windermere right now. The opportunity to take some time off that clock. This is from the right wing. That was Frost. Windex work under the basket, and the foul drawn. And that was one. Tommy, one. Blue 10. Kylie Morris called for the foul. Her third, the team's 9th. So at the line, that'll be Ashley Dubois. An opportunity to tie this ball game up at 52 all. 30 seconds remaining. Evans trailed by 10 at half. First shot, no good. And the ball snagged. The rebound from Morris. So she commits the foul, but redeems herself on the rebound. And an inverted whistle brings the play to a stop. Possession remains with Windermere. 22 seconds remaining. Windermere with a 52-50 lead. 5 consecutive points put them back in the lead. Do they take time off the clock? Evans has to foul. I don't think they're aware of it. 15 seconds. And there is the foul all the way down to 8 seconds. Did he say 23? Tommy. Huh? 2? Personal foul on Nadia James, her second, double bonus for Windermere. So that is Aaliyah Moore at the line, the 5'6" shooting guard, and she makes this free throw. That should secure the victory for Windermere in 7th place. Gets the roll, 54-50. Evans has to move. This is Childs, 5 seconds. She drives the lane, runs into the double team, and that will bring the 7th place game to an end. The final score, Windermere 54, Evans 50. Windermere places 7th in the 2021 Metro West Girls Basketball Tournament. So that does it from Mustang Arena for the first of 4 games this afternoon. Windermere scoring on consecutive points, forcing a turnover in between, and that carries them to the 54-50 victory and 7th place. Congratulations to the Windermere Wolverines. We'll be back in approximately 12 minutes for the second game. That will be for 5th place against the 9th-seeded Ocoee Knights and the 7th place Olympia Titans. You do have to log out of this internet broadcast and log into a new one, which will be available in approximately 12 minutes. Once again, from Mustang Arena, the final score, Windermere 54, Evans 50.